Hello, everyone. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 20 of the Trivia 10, the final episode of the season. And we got the one and only Supes on, making his presence known. Some movie trivia. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great, bro. I love movie trivia. We kind of did a little, some movie Jeopardy when I was on the ReelTok podcast last, and that was a lot of fun. So I'm ready to, test my limits again over here on Trivia 10.
Yeah, a whole different ball game this time around. But looking at the leaderboard of the season right now, you're the final slot at number 20.
Whoa.
16 people are making the playoffs, and that means Seth is on the cut line right now at 60 points. So either you or Seth will be the final person in the playoffs. All the people in the green are already locked in. So you're either sending Seth home or you're joining Sophie, Ethan, and Alex Coleman. Alex Coleman in last place on the season right now. You might be joining them on the cut line, but we'll have to see. You'll have to see. Hopefully you don't get worse than Alex. I kind of really want him to end up being 20th place.
Right, I can't go.
Kind of funny. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. Make sure you subscribe. New episodes every Tuesday and Friday. We're going to be jumping into the playoffs next after this. Now that the regular season's coming to a close with Supes. But let's go ahead and dive right in. The first two questions are going to be multiple choice. So you're going to get 4 selections to choose from here. First question. The Fablemans follows the Fableman family through 3 phases of Sammy's life, starting in New Jersey and ending in California. But which state is in the middle? Is it Colorado, Texas, Arizona, or Oregon?
Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to say C, Arizona.
C, Arizona is absolutely correct. The second phase of his life is his teenage years in Phoenix, Arizona. 5 points already on the board. Got a win to start off. Going on to the second question is going to be another multiple choice question. Which actress does the voice acting for Goldilocks and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish? I'm guessing from that reaction, you don't even need the options, but is it Florence Pugh, Salma Hayek, Olivia Colman, or Ariel Winter?
Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh is correct. Salma Hayek and Olivia Colman are also voice actresses in the film. Ariel Winters is another option, but yep, Goldilocks, Florence Pugh. Too easy for Supes. He's at 10 points so far. Perfect 2 for 2. Going on to question 3. There's no multiple choice here, so you're going to have to pull the answer out of the air. In Spider-Man 2, Joe's Pizza offers a promise to get pizza to their customers within a certain amount of time guaranteed. What is the time guarantee for delivery?
30 minutes.
It's actually 29 minutes. 29-minute delivery guaranteed. We fumbled Seth with the pizza delivery question on ReelTok, and now Supes fumbles a pizza delivery question from Spider-Man 2. 29-minute delivery guarantee. Cam Walsh actually suggested that question. He thought you might think 30. Shout out to Cam for tripping you up there. Going on to question 4, see if we can pick up some more points. But 29 minutes is plastered right on the door.
Yeah.
Question 4. How many years was Steve Rogers trapped under the ice?
75?
It was actually 66.
No.
You started out hot with 2 right. You got 2 wrong. There's still 120 points available to pick up on this quiz. So no need to even come close to stressing at this point. There are so many more points to pick up. Question number 5, another general trivia question before we jump into some different kinds of games. What does AT-AT stand for in Star Wars? Tough one.
I'm cooked. I don't know, bro.
It's fine. It's all-terrain armored transport. So you're at 10 points right now. The first half of the quiz is in the books, but you still have 110 points available. You got to lock in. Roll. 5 questions left, 110. You still have more than enough room to make the playoffs with ease. Question number 5 is going to be a matching game, box office edition. So how this is going to work? So I'm going to give you 3 films here: Man of Steel, Inside Out, and Star Wars: Attack of the Clones. And one of them has a budget of 175 million that made 859 million. One has a budget of 225 million that made 670 million, and one has a budget of 115 that made 654. So which is which?
All right, Man of Steel is number 2, Inside Out is number 1, and episode 3 is
2. The Attack of the Clones
episode 2 is number 3.
Most people take their time thinking about this one. You got a perfect 15, and that was by far the least amount of time anyone's ever spent on this one. Do you just study box offices? How did you just know those off rip so quick?
I just remember that Inside Out was like super close to hitting like $1 billion, and then Man of Steel, I always remember that it's in the 670 range.
Wow.
To kick off the DCU.
That with flying colors, you passed that matching game. So you're up to 25 now. Still going to need some more points to make the playoffs, but this is a very good step in the right direction. Next question, you have another matching game here, and this is a Rotten Tomatoes edition. The 3 movies are La La Land, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and The Dark Knight. A 91 critics, 81 audience, a 94 critics, 94 audience, and a 93 critics, 86 audience. So one of them, the critics and audience agree. The other 2 critics are a little higher, but one of them a little more highly regarded than others. Match them up.
Oh my God, I might be washed. This is tough. Okay, I'm going to say Everything Everywhere is number 2. The Dark Knight is number 1. And La La Land's number 3.
So you're saying La La Land's number 3, The Dark Knight number 1, and Everything Everywhere All at Once at number 2?
Okay, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to say Everything Everywhere is number 2. The Dark Knight is number 3. And no.
And then La La Land at 1.
All right, I'm locking in. Everything Everywhere is number 2. The Dark Knight is number 3, and La La Land's number 1.
Well, the initial one you said would have got you 0 points, but you switched up and gave La La Land number 1. You got 5 points at least, and Everything Everywhere and The Dark Knight were flipped. So you picked up points. Any points are crucial. You're at 30 points now on the quiz. Just got Everything Everywhere All at Once and The Dark Knight mixed up. You still have 80 points available to grab, and you're sitting at 30 points right now. So you got plenty of room here to still make the playoffs, but you do still have work to do.
Yep.
Next question here. There's going to be 2 correct answers. So you're going to get 0 points, 10 points, or 20 points. So if you can get both of them right, 20 points headed your way, and it's going to have you sitting real nice. The question is, what are the 2 highest grossing non-MCU superhero movies of all time at the worldwide box office? So superhero movies that are not from the MCU, highest grossing all time. Where's your mind going? But you don't even have to lock anything in at this point, but just what's coming to mind?
So this includes like the Sony Spider-Man films, right? Like not like Tobey and Andrews?
Yeah, those would not be MCU, correct.
Okay. I'm gonna say,
but it's not just Marvel, it's just non-MCU.
No,
for any sure. Superhero film.
I'm gonna say the first Deadpool. The 2 highest grossing. I'm gonna say The Dark Knight, and then I'm gonna say The Dark Knight and highest grossing.
Any superhero.
I'm stuck between Deadpool and Joker, honestly. Or Days of Future Past, maybe. So I'm gonna stick with The Dark Knight, and yeah, screw it. We'll go Days of Future Past. I think that might be a wash.
Both of those, unfortunately, are incorrect. Incredibles 2 and Aquaman are the 2 highest grossing. Aquaman did very well overseas, made $1.15 billion. And then Incredibles 2 did very, very well at the box office for Pixar. No points there. You're not cooked yet. You have these next 2 questions that you're going to have to put the team on your back for. You're going to have to carry yourself to the playoffs with these next 2. Question number 9, we have what has been the toughest one of the season. It's the Ride the Bus. So how this is going to work is I'm going to give you a movie, Black Widow, and the average rating on Letterboxd is a 2.9. You have to tell me if the next film on average is rated higher or lower based on Letterboxd reviews. The next film is Thor. The first one, is that above or below a 2.9? What are you thinking here? What's your gut saying?
I'm gonna say below.
Below is correct. So you picked up 5 points there, and you're still alive. So now 2.8 is the new bar. Is Eternals above or below a 2.8?
Above.
Eternals is actually also below at a 2.7. So that's where you fall off at 35 or 5 points for this one. Next would have been the Incredible Hulk, which is also lower. And then Captain Marvel, which is higher than that. You got 5 points. And right now you're sitting at 35 points. To lock yourself in the playoffs, you have to get a 60 or better. So you're going to need to pick up some groundwork on this final question, which you're going to have the opportunity to earn up to 40 points on this question. Shit. It's a guess the cast question. I'm going to reveal cast members of the movie one by one. And if you're able to get it right, you'll get 40 points immediately. I'm going to reveal one cast member, and that's going to be Michael Caine. If you get it wrong, we're going to reveal the next cast member for the opportunity to get 30 points. So you get one guess here, any Michael Caine movie.
Okay, I'm gonna say Tenet.
Tenet is incorrect. So the next cast member we're going to be revealing, Anne Hathaway. So
oh my God, Interstellar.
That's very impressive. You got 30 because I thought you were going to go The Dark Knight Rises. I thought it was going to get you. I thought I was going to get you to go Dark Knight Rises, but you went immediately Interstellar. I thought for sure you were going to go The Dark Knight Rises on Anne Hathaway reveal, but no, Interstellar, 30 points, which puts you at 65 points on the season, which is just what you needed to get above Seth. This graphic's not updated, but it will be on the video. You needed 60 to lock us on the playoffs. So you got 65. At the very bottom, you're going to be right above the cut line. Clutch it up on the Guess the Cast. I honestly thought you were cooked. I for sure thought that you were get the Dark Knight.
Oh my God, I was cooked, bro.
Man, I thought Michael Caine, and you didn't even guess a Batman movie for that one too. So you were figuring that I guess superhero movies are going to be too easy there. But
once it was Caine, I was like, all right, definitely Nolan, probably niche. Tenet. No. All right. And then Anne Hathaway, I was like, Interstellar. But it could have also been The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, but you didn't. I thought I had you, but I did not have you. 65 points is what you end with. How are you feeling about your performance today? You were a little shaky in the middle, but you came back at the end when you needed to.
Rusty, choked in the middle, but we did what we needed to do in order to secure a spot in the playoffs. And now it's all about just staying warm, staying healthy, making sure I'm hydrated, making sure I'm stretched. And when those playoffs come, it's the A game, prime time. Mm-hmm. I'll be ready.
Mm-hmm. You heard first. Supes is going to be ready for the playoffs. Coming as soon as next week, the playoffs are going to officially kick off. We have the Sweet 16 starting up because we got the regular season completed at this point. So it's time for the playoffs. The 4 eliminated, unfortunately. Seth, Sophie, Ethan, and Alex. So long. None of you are going to be in the playoffs, unfortunately, but we got 16 others that are ready to join the Sweet 16 and fight for the Season 2 championship. Supes, thank you so much for joining. It was a lot of fun. You clutched it up at the end in a major way. And with that, we'll be seeing you in the playoffs. And make sure to hit that subscribe button so you're here for the next one. And we'll see you later. Peace.